Hello, friends. This is Ryan Hicks of TalkToProfit.com. Today, I want to talk to you about how if your dreams cause you unease, if you feel uncomfortable about them, all that's really showing you is that you really do not believe them. This is something people don't seem to understand. They want to make their dreams large, which is good, but you have to be able to believe in them. Doesn't mean you necessarily believe that this is something that's going to happen tomorrow, but it has to be something you can believe in that is possible. So if you're believing for $1 trillion business and you're going to do this and you're going to fly to the moon and all these things, you have to be able to believe. You can't set goals that are unbelievable, that break physical law and do not follow common sense. Now, your goal could be something as simple as $1,000 a week of income, but you may not believe it. It may make you uncomfortable. So maybe as a long-term goal, that's good, but maybe as a short-term goal, you need to make it a little bit smaller and then make daily progress and then keep increasing the goal up to that $1,000. I'm not telling you to set small goals, but short-term, sometimes people set too large of a goal. They're not even making $1,000 a week and they want for $1 million. You need to have some short-term goals, goals that bridge the gap between where you are currently and where you're going to be in the future. That $1 million a year goal may take many years. It may take months, who knows? But if you're not even making $1,000 a week right now, how are you going to make $1 million a year? You need to be more realistic and set goals you can believe in and have goals in between that major long-term goal. You have short-term goals of reaching $1,000 a week extra on top of your current job, or $1,000 a week, or $2,000 a week, or whatever it may be. It doesn't matter. The dollar amount doesn't matter. If you want to read a certain amount of books, make these things something you can progress to, that you can reach that long-term goal eventually, but don't set huge short-term goals because it's just not going to work for you. And what people will do is get discouraged and they don't even believe it in the first place. That's why you have the unease about this goal. You need to set some short-term goals in between that long-term goal of $1 million a year or whatever it may be. I'm just using that as an example because sometimes people set these huge goals and I'm just going to believe for this huge goal, and then they get depressed and they get down because they're not close to that goal. Set short, small-term goals that will bridge the gap until you get to that point. You may have 100 goals that you reach in between now and that long-term goal, but that's the way to do it so you don't get discouraged. You have small goals, but you have a bigger long-term goal. Do that and continue at it every single day. Keep moving forward toward that short-term goal, but in the end, know eventually you'll hit that long-term goal through your consistent daily progress, moving every single day closer to that short-term goal. Then when you reach that short-term goal, you make another short-term goal. It's a little bit larger, and eventually you'll reach that long-term goal. Don't get discouraged. Do not set goals that are too large for the short term that will get you depressed because you can't reach them, because those need to be your long-term goals. Short-term goals need to be smaller, things that are not necessarily easy, but they are manageable and possible. If you're not bringing in $1,000 a week right now, you're not going to bring in $1 million a year next month. Not very likely. Maybe there's a 1 in a trillion chance, but it's probably not going to happen. Don't set yourself up for failure. Set some smaller short-term goals, reach those goals, set a little larger ones, reach those, and continue while always having that long-term goal, that bigger goal, as your end goal. And then when you reach that goal, set a larger goal. But don't set yourself up for failure. Set some short-term goals you can reach and keep setting new ones as you reach them and continue to go forward. May God bless you richly.